Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. Welcome to the All Over Overland show. Lee is in a conference call, so we're giving him just a few minutes to catch up with us, but we're going to have a fun show tonight, and it's like thundering outside. So I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I get a blast of thunder every once in a while, but we'll power through that. We've got solar, so we should be good to go tonight. I know tonight. I don't know how big the battery is that actually holds the solar, but we'll find out about that later. I've got a few things. First of all, big shout out to our sponsors. We've got Overland Attic, the Overland Essentials, Midland. We've got also our guest tonight, the MOORE EXPO. Chris Holloway is going to be on the show, and then we've also got Rugged Bound. And I believe every one of these people will be at the MOORE EXPO, so that's pretty cool. I did pick up a new battery system, or battery station. I got this one. So it's the Blue Yeti, the AC 50S. It's a 500, 300 like watt, but 500 watt hours. I don't know how any of that works. All I know is that it does what I need it to do. It works the fridge, and I charged it all the way full and plugged it into the fridge in my truck for as long as it would run. And the last time I looked at it before I went to sleep was 32 hours, and it still had 40% battery life left. So feel pretty good about that. It was dead in the morning, so it didn't make 48 hours. But it did really good. I don't know exactly how long it went, but we'll see. We're gonna go ahead and bring our host. I'm the host. We're gonna go ahead and bring our guest on, and super excited to have Chris with us. I met him before the MOORE EXPO had officially kicked off, and it was just kind of something he was working on. And then it happened, and it was crazy. And now we're in 2023, getting ready to do another one of these. So let's bring him on.
Hey,
what's going on, man? How are you?
I feel like it's been too long since I've been on, man. I'm doing great. I'm happy.
I know it's been a few months. So, and you've been busy, dude. I've seen the social media come out about the MOORE EXPO coming up in April, and I am super excited because there's vendors I didn't know of.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
We want to bring everybody in, as many as possible. And on the back end, I'm fielding calls from some of the weirdest, most abstract vendors. Like today, I had somebody that does some kind of weird massage chair things, and
Dude, wanting to get in the action.
They go to
They
all
know it's
the
a big
events,
deal.
and
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you guys don't really fit in with the overlanding crowd. And they're like, oh, you got to be kidding me. No, you go out, you go camping, you come back sore, you need a massage. I'm like, nice try, but no.
Great sales approach.
Yeah, it was a great sales pitch. So we get all that stuff, but I've also really met some super cool companies that, it's not wheels and tires and lifts and tents and stuff like that, but it's something that you could bring with you on your adventure, and it would just make it incredible. Like we signed up lift foils.
Yeah.
Have you seen those?
I saw that. Yeah.
That is just flat out cool. So I'm already trying to figure out, like, how am I gonna fund that project?
Yeah, right. That'd be nice to have.
Somebody will. I want to make sure that we always bring in the staples and the stuff that everybody definitely wants to look at, but we definitely want some flair in there as well.
Well, the awesome thing is that your expo, like the MOORE EXPO, it brings in a ton of locals, but you get people all over the place from all over to come to come to this event. And do you remember what the furthest away was last year? Like the person that came the furthest, roughly?
Oh, let me see.
Because I mean, we're talking several states away.
There was a convoy of rigs that drove up from Florida. I mean,
I want to say that you had somebody there. Was that this last year? You had somebody there that wasn't from the United States. I mean, you've had,
we did.
of course, there from South Africa, but he's a vendor.
One of our friends from the Oscar Mike crew was working remotely in South America.
See,
He flew in from Chile, I think, to come up or somewhere down
it's
there.
just crazy, dude. It's crazy what happened. Hey, we want to welcome Lee on. Thanks for showing up, buddy.
Yeah, sorry about that. Had a little, my last conference call ran over, so I apologize.
Why are you conference calling anybody?
Chris, it's good to see you, buddy.
You never conference call me.
No, never, right?
Yeah, but that's because Chris and I are always sexting. Yeah, but Chris and I always sex text each other, so we don't conference call, we sex text.
Okay, and on that, we're gonna start up the drinks. Oil Fire whiskey here for me is normal. Chris, what do you got?
I am drinking some 11% barrel aged stout that it's kind of hitting the spot. I had a little bit of heartburn today, so I'm staying off the whiskey.
Oh, okay.
It seems like the closer we get to more, the more heartburn I start getting.
Hey, we might have a big surprise. I've been working on Lee for a while. We might have a big surprise for you to do with us as we start the MOORE Expo.
Yeah, great. I think we probably already spilled the beans, but
no.
Not on.
I'm not saying what it is.
All right.
You're not getting to know until you show up.
Yeah, it's not that, but yeah, we have to keep that one under wraps too.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm just looking forward to
the other special kind of thing that's going on with maybe one of us.
Yeah. I'm ready to see Chris.
I know.
I mean, like in person. It's been a while.
I got a little bit warmed up on shows. Last weekend we did the RV show in Springfield at the
cool. Yeah.
So I get a couple practice runs before MOORE every year. So in January we do the boat show.
Mm-hmm.
And then the RV show is in March, which is about twice the size of the boat show. And that just kind of gets me ready and in the zone. And then MOORE Expo hits, which is about 20 times the size of the RV show. So,
yeah. Tell us about the expansion this year.
The expansion is phenomenal. So, Storyteller Row is a part of that. All these expansions. Okay, so let's see. We've got. I'll start with Storytellers. So, Storytellers
more than doubled in size, from what I understand.
We have 50 Storytellers.
Wow.
That are lined up completely up and down that road.
Wow.
All the way up to the arena. So that's going to be incredible. I mean, it's a ton of really unique setups with unique people. But it's cool because everybody's so approachable. A lot of these guys are just kind of getting started out with their YouTube channels or, my screening process was to make sure that we really found a contribution to the community in there. And then after that, it was an easy decision. So I was getting carried away. I had expected maybe 25. And
I remember when we first talked, it was like 20 or 25.
Yeah. Approve. And then we hit 50 and I was looking at the list like, all right, well, maybe that's probably good for this year. So we're at 50 Storytellers. There's an expansion. The outdoor vendor area, last year we had 67. This year I've probably got 110 outside vendors.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, that's awesome, Chris.
We're at 102 indoor vendors. And we'll have 110 businesses represented outside too. So,
wow.
You've got 2 long days to come in and see everybody that you can, but make sure you guys do homework ahead of schedule, check out Momentum magazine when we release it April 1st.
Gotcha,
That's going to have the map in it, and you'll be able to point through and pick who you want to go see, and make those selections there. Let's see. Oh, there's
Jeez. No. Hold on. I just get a text message from that
same.
joker.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, it's like, hey, effers, basically F us for not acknowledging his comments on YouTube. We've been having a conversation.
Yeah, can you just make Mason the guest, and I'll go.
Yeah, exactly. We'll all leave. Just put him on here. Would you roll his comments for us so that we don't get in trouble any more than we are right now?
So outdoor vendor wise, massive. It'll take you a day inside. It'll take you a day outside. So be ready to get around and check that out. And there are some cool vendors. Absolutely incredible. Like there's these guys, Wolf Rigs.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
But they build like a awesome camping ecosystem on a Hummer.
Oh really?
A Humvee, like a real military Humvee H1 platform.
Oh wow.
They just look badass. And so many other things too. But
yeah, like I was telling you, I've been watching the social media feed come out with like new vendors like all the time. And I'm pretty excited. There's a lot of people I was telling you that I hadn't seen before. Lee and I were talking about it the other day, and he was freaking out. And he was like, dude, there's so many good people that are going, because Lee knows like everybody.
Yeah, he knows everybody. I know.
It's crazy. I don't understand. He's not likable.
Show. Everybody knows Lee.
Yeah. I got to say,
we need a new sticker.
Listen, Chris, I got to give you kudos for a couple of things real quick. One is your website. It's great, the new website. So if anybody out there hasn't been to the new website, you better go see it. And two, I just love the way you put all the exhibitors on there with links to their web pages. And I mean, even the storyteller stuff, but the exhibitors, I literally have it pulled up and have just left that tab up. And every day I go look through a couple of them just to see who's coming and, learn a little bit about them. And there's tons of new stuff. That's the crazy thing is like, yeah, there's a lot of folks that have been there since the beginning, but man, all the stuff you're expanding to, it's really cool. I mean,
people are believing in us,
Oh, totally.
I remember the first year that we ever had the event. One of the more prominent rooftop tent distributors in the United States was there. I think he sure made it seem like he came forced against his will. But I saw him having a beer after the event was over and done on Sunday afternoon, and I said, "Well, what do you think?" And he said, "All right, you proved your point."
Yeah.
That was the first year, so we've been rolling ever since. But that's good motivation. And then more expansion is the camping area. Thanks to Cindy and the amazing team at Northology.
Yep.
Now I am able to host on-site camping. We still love it down at S'more, and I totally encourage people, if you want to go do some wheeling and you want to tear some stuff up on some of the most amazing trails in Missouri, in the Midwest for that matter, go to S'more, camp out there and wheel, and then on the way in, do the S'more to Moore Overland rally. Maybe camp one night out there and one night at Camp Northology, but the camping on site at MOORE EXPO is going to be awesome. It's just going to be a super fun party.
Yeah, once you announced that Cindy was going to be kind of charging that up, I was like, okay, it's going to be taken care of.
Yeah, it's going to be rad.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty nice. So she's able to plan good events as well. She does a few of her own.
Yeah.
So she'll do just well with the camping there.
No doubt about it.
Can't wait.
And then we've also got the after parties. So, when you're on the website and you're looking at what tickets you want to buy, you have the option for VIP pass. And I'll tell you what the VIP pass is going to be. So, So we have a 45,000 square foot building in the northeast section of the campground.
Okay.
And my friends at Hiker Trailers love throwing parties. And I said, I know how to throw a party. Let me have. So they said, we want it to be a blast. They're putting their name on it and helping us cover that. But we've got in there for the VIP party, we've got food trucks, beer garden, live music each night, different
right
bands
on.
each night. So if you upgrade your general admission pass to the VIP, you get access Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night.
Wow.
We've got the Dirty Strings playing on Thursday night.
Right
Full
on.
stage, lights, smoke machines, all the cool music set up.
Wow.
It's that kick-ass classic rock band that was at Big Iron.
Yeah.
On Friday night, and then Saturday night is our favorite, which is the Adam Johnston band featuring Dakota Pagan and a few of his guys out of St. Louis. So they're gonna come in and they always just bring down the house. So
nice.
So you'll have like your Tom Petty covers kind of style music on Thursday, straight classic rock on Friday, and then the the rhythm and blues kind of soul, funk kind of just amazing stuff on Saturday night. So be ready for all 3 nights of awesome music there.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
I'm pretty pumped. Lee and I are going to meet the Saturday before the MOORE Expo, and I'm going to meet up there at his house, and we are going to make the slow drive.
Yeah.
And hit some campsites along the way, and just kind of take our time and get there and kind of get our heads in the right kind of flow for what the MOORE Expo is.
And test out this new fangled machine thing we got before we get there.
It better be a time machine or something. I don't know.
Actually, it's probably better than a time machine.
It's weird.
It will do things for you that you've only dreamed of, Chris.
We're gonna take it up another level this year.
It better not be a sex machine.
No. Lee's making that.
No, not that.
Awkward. No, but we've got Lee's putting together this new thing where we're going to be able to really take advantage of going live and recording as we walk around. Last year we kind of tried one of the systems that he was working on and it worked great, but this year he's taken it up just a whole nother giant leap.
Yeah.
And then we've got another surprise. We can't talk about it, but dude, I can't say that we don't have a big, huge surprise coming for people to check out whenever they come see us.
Nice.
Chris knows what it is, but yeah, I think it'll be fun. It'll be something that
it's going to be
shock a lot of people is what it's going to do.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
well, just make sure your wiring is done correctly.
Exactly. Let's get the sound working right.
I'm going to be in trouble.
Yeah, no shit.
Nothing shocking.
Nothing shocking. Yeah.
Massive growth there. Momentum magazine has also expanded. We've added probably 15 pages to it,
right.
with a lot more resources in there. So keep an eye out for that. Cindy's been working night and day on the gummy machine. They got what kind of gummy machine is that?
Oh, I know exactly what kind of gummy machine.
Hey, we just had our vote in Oklahoma.
I wonder if it passed?
It was the only thing on the ballot. It's the first state in the United States that the 420 question has been the only question on the ballot.
Wow. Yeah. I'm sure it'll roll. Missouri just approved it.
Did they?
Right. Yeah, it's funny. You can smell it.
Good to know.
You can smell it in the air. It's unbelievably everywhere.
It's the way it is. Of course, Oklahoma's been medically legal, but they're not. They've stopped basically messing with any like small crime kind of.
Decriminalized.
No one cares. Anyway, but that's just kind of what's going on here. But, dude. You started this. What are we? This is the fourth one?
This will be year number 4. Yeah.
Year
number 4.
And I know that when the doors first opened and you and I were talking and we were kind of looking outside and we are like, dude, the line's like, there's a line, first
I
of all.
remember where we were standing when we were doing that. Yeah, I remember that.
There's a line, first of all. We were shocked and we were like, I think this is going to work, you know? And then it was just crazy. It was packed. It was crazy. Now, I know that there's no way that you could have envisioned that it was going to be what it is now. You know, I mean, I know you hoped that it would be something, but Chris, this has become the event in this part of the country.
It's
You know,
incredible. It's thanks to everybody. You know, all I do is just make sure everything stays organized and maintain the spreadsheets. But it's the attendees that reach out to businesses that they love and say, "Hey, you ought to be coming to the Midwest for this." It's you guys doing your thing, Lee pushing the buttons, and Michael just talking mad shit. It's, I mean, but it's you know, vendors that support us, the Rugged Bounds of the world, and the Overland Addicts, and
well, and I think part
CPIs.
of it is just that, you know, we've always in this, I mean, and now it's the whole country's coming. So I can't say that it's ours anymore. I mean, it started kind of with us here in the middle of the country, but it's expanded to both coasts and you've got people coming from all over. But we still around here, we take so much pride that an event here in the Midwest, here in the middle of the United States, has got the attention of the West Coast,
Yeah,
like where the majority of overlanding is, the majority of the big names are. We've got a few people on the East Coast, but even they'll tell you the West Coast is where, because the temperature and everything is just so conducive for it. You've got their attention for sure because you've got big companies coming, you've got big people coming like you do all the time.
well, and we strive to be organized. You know, I've decided the way that we've been approaching this and the way that I will continue to is that we're not the biggest and baddest. We don't have a $1 billion budget to throw at stuff. But you know what that means is I can't afford to make mistakes, so I don't.
Yeah.
We don't. We're not as big, but damn it, we try harder.
Yep.
So that's the approach that I'm taking to it. It's still a family event. As a matter of fact, it's probably one of the largest family owned or privately owned events like this in the United States. Which
Oh
is
yeah, I'm
great.
sure.
I love that. You know, so it's always just going to have a personal touch to it.
Well, and you've created such a different show with the other shows that are out there. This is the original, I feel, buyer show. All the other shows are kind of like mini SEMAs where they're showing off the equipment, you know, they're showing off the new thing and you get to go and touch it. Yeah, but at this event, people take stuff home.
Yeah.
Like there's more than enough stuff to buy.
Yeah. It drives me nuts when you go to those other events and
there's nothing you could afford to walk out with.
I just this fall I went to a different event and I had $500 in my pocket. I'm like, I'm going to go buy.
There was nothing for $500.
The only thing that I could buy, the only person that was really selling anything was Adam from Step 22, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
I'll be damned if I've already got $500 worth of 22 bags. I'm not buying another $500.
Adam needs more money to finish his Toyota FJ build. Poor guy. You know,
enough of that. So it's like, man, like. Actually, I ended up buying a Kokopelli kayak, but I had to order it online. They just gave me a discount, and then
it's just few and far between at some of these other events to be able to find things that are in enough quantity that you can take them with you.
We have a rooftop tent distributor that is bringing inventory and doing installs. He's got an outdoor booth back up to the parking lot.
Damn.
And we have created a system in which if you stop by, it's 4x4 Colorado. If you stop by 4x4 Colorado's booth and end up buying a tent and have the he tells me even if it's kind of close and they can make it work, they will. I
Gotcha.
guess they're experts.
Have something that they can mount it to,
Yeah, it's
basically.
not,
Yeah.
they got duct tape or whatever it is. But he said no, just if somebody comes up and they want to buy a tent, they can at least pull their rig up and say, hey, we need to do this and we'll be ready for you. Or hey, as a matter of fact, you can go talk to Rhino Rack right over there and get your
Yeah.
rack, and then so
Well, and you're usually getting a show discount. I mean, most of the time you're getting some discount that you can't get if you buy it online,
Yep.
even,
Yep.
and I know of a lot of people that bring a ton of gear, and whenever they leave, they're like, "Oh, I'm so glad this is over, and I really don't have much to load in my trailer because I sold it all," which says a lot about the prices, and people are coming hungry, to get new stuff. And it's the perfect time of year because it's the time that you're going through all your shit again. You're checking to make sure everything works. You're upgrading. This is the time of year that most people start getting excited again about going back out.
It's tax return time,
Yeah.
which I don't put or before I had a business, I never put my tax return money into the Roth or the savings.
This is to go burn.
That is an FSA, a fund savings account.
Yeah.
That Jeep was saying, "Hey, I need."
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got to say, one of the things that I've enjoyed the most, and I mean, you mentioned Cocapelli, for instance, and I talked to Susie and Adrian and Tristan and them just last week because I was like, "Damn, I see you guys are going to be there." I think it's one of the most fun things that I've had, and I know Michael did this even at Mountain West, was going around and telling people, "Hey, have you heard of the MOORE EXPO?" And it's amazing. It's either, "Yeah, man, I've heard about that," or "No, I haven't heard about it." And then you show them the phone and you say, "This is it, and this is kind of what it is." And I love being able to say, Michael and I have been there all 4 years.
Yeah.
And watch this thing just, you've cultivated it and grown it to the point. And I see all these vendors. Sean from Zero Breeze, talked to him today, and I was like, dude, I'm so glad you guys are going to be there. And it's I think Michael would agree, for he and I both, it's been really, I think, rewarding on our part to know that we get to be a part of it, and we're grateful about that too.
I love, as the show grows too, so do the vendors. CB Adventure Supplies, let's see, this is backwards. CB Adventure Supplies, the perfect example. They came in with a 20 by 30, I think, the first year, maybe 20 by 40, kind of a co-shared booth.
Just putting their foot in the water, just kind of testing it.
And I am just absolutely impressed. I mean, they are up to I was joking with Ryan. I was like, you guys are just going to have that whole entire hall on that side eventually. They're coming in with 4-wheel campers and a turtleback trailer, all the 23-0 stuff. And just, I mean, you've seen their store. Imagine that's all going to be moved, transplanted from Texas to Springfield, Missouri for the weekend. And then, hopefully empty trailers for them going home back to Texas. But that's amazing. Just the way that some of these vendors have grown. Overland Addict with the recovery room line, that's a big deal. They're bringing iCamper in on that now.
Well, and look at some of the people that are creators that have been there. I mean, I've got to mention Matt with Ozark Overland Adventures, because
there's some growth.
Like there's been huge growth in his channel, and we've always been frenemies, him and I, and we'll laughingly say that, we joke about it. I reached out to him not too long ago, but it's crazy to see his growth. And when you first started, he was like just a normal, kind of in the area YouTuber, and now he's exploded and made a scene. He's doing videos with all kinds of other people that we look up to, and so that's pretty cool. And then also seeing some of the people that you're bringing in on storytellers. I love nothing more than to interview somebody and then find out that they're going to be a storyteller. We're talking about you as much as we can to everybody that we meet. You know, it was cool to hear that David with Riggs and Coffee is going to have a booth. So all of that
They're
kind
not
of
gonna take it out. Riggs and Coffee's not coming out, unfortunately.
they're not coming, so they backed out.
Yeah,
It just didn't work
I
out.
don't like the term backed out. It didn't work for them.
Gotcha.
They're still really working hard to grow. And this would be the first event that they've ever really done like that. And
Well, I was
they're from
super surprised
California, so
to
it's a
hear that he
long
was
way away.
considering it. So
Yeah.
yeah. He was telling me already that he was having some getting logistics kind of issues of trying to get there. So well, that stinks. I really thought they were coming, but it happens.
Okay. I had a booth set up for them, and David let me know that they couldn't make it, and the booth is already filled with somebody equally awesome. So no worries there. Yeah, we have a waiting list of vendors. It's about 20 vendors.
Whoa. Hey,
awesome.
And remember when we were just in the West Hall and you
Yeah.
were like, next year, I think I'm going to try to fill the other side too. I remember this
They
conversation.
had high school or junior high archery in
Yeah. And I remember Chris was telling me, he's like, man, he goes, I think I might be able to do the other side. And that was just a, few years back, but
it was scary, man. I remember my mentor in this whole thing. I told him, I said, all right, this worked. Next year I'm getting the other side. And he said, whoa. He said, just don't bite off more than you can chew, which has never been the case with me. He's like, get good at what you're doing and then grow. And it's like, hell no. I'm putting my foot on the gas pedal. These people like this stuff. Let's keep going. So we did, and
it's paid off.
34,000 square feet the first year to 72 acres this year.
Nice. I love it.
Square feet anymore.
Wow.
Hey, let's touch on something real quick. Let's touch on classes.
Yeah.
And let's touch on, obviously, Cindy just put it, the Lady Overlander Lounge. I think they're going to have, like they did last year. So you want to tell us a little bit about some of the different classes and so forth?
Yeah. Are you able to share screen and pull that up on the website?
Yeah. Give me 1 second and I'll have it.
You mentioned the website was really easy to navigate, and I am extremely proud of what our web team at Waypoint Creative has done for us on this.
Let me get over there. Hang on just a minute.
I sent him a schedule, and within 36 hours, he sent me this to proof, and it absolutely blew my mind.
Isn't that crazy?
So Switchback Outdoor Safety comes in clutch again. For the first year, it happened by accident. I didn't realize that it was going to take so much to manage the classroom. And Aaron Paris jumped right in. He was already an instructor, but he just jumped right in, said, no problem, I got it. And he managed it throughout the entire event. And I said, I'll tell you what, now you're in charge.
Yeah,
here
you go.
So he gladly accepted. If anybody knows Aaron, you know that
what a good dude.
He is a good dude, and he believes in the community, and he believes in safety and education. And I mean, that is where that's his happy place. So he's been on board ever since.
My apologies, but for some reason it's just not letting me share. I don't know why.
Well, shame.
It says unable to share.
That's okay.
That's okay. Anyway, hit the website. Holy crap. It's just like the coolest website now.
Yeah. So go to the website, check through our course schedule, but just about every hour, sometimes on the half hour, you'll see different classes. Matt McClellan with Ozark Overland Adventures is in doing his classic Gaia GPS training, which is always popular. That is one that we have seen completely pack the house every time. So it's very informative. If anybody's like me that hasn't attended Matt's class, which I shamefully have to say that I've not been able to, I'm always working.
A little busy.
Well, I mean, you kind of sort of tied up, but
one of these days I'm going to attend MOORE EXPO as an attendee. I'm going to wear a big nose and nobody's going to know who I am. And that's it.
Yeah.
But anyways, so Matt's going to be in there. Aaron Paris has got several classes that he's doing back to the staple of trauma, wilderness preparedness and things like that. And then we've got an I4W DTA trained instructor that is coming in, and he's doing, I think that his classes are hands-on and they're going to be outside. So I think that'll start in the classroom, but I think it's going to move outside where some actual vehicles will be getting pulled with winches.
Oh, wow.
There'll be
Okay.
some hands-on safety things going on there.
oh wow.
And that, I believe, is a 2-hour class. So keep an eye out for those. Boy, there's camp cooking, food, health, and safety kind of things. Nobody ever really looks into the hygiene or the food, health, and safety too much, or we don't. It's just not something that we talk about. So we're gonna talk about how to keep that chicken nice and fresh. But just all very useful things. So
I just want to know if can I fly my drone outside there in the store?
Yeah, can we take our drones and fly them around all over the place?
I'm sorry. That was a really dick move. I'm sorry.
If you could, I'd be all about it.
I know, but I'm
too
just giving
close
you
to
a
the
hard.
airport.
Yeah, too close to the
We got
airport.
rules.
The airport is very close to me. The fairgrounds are very strict about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
If anybody flies their drone out there that I don't pre-clear with the fairgrounds, pre-clear with the airport, prove that they're licensed and prove that they're paid for doing this.
Yeah.
It's a breach of my contract and for renting that place. And we've been through a lot together. We survived COVID.
Yeah, let's not do this.
But we may be digging a hole in the back 40 somewhere.
we put 18 dump truck loads of dirt in the front parking lot one year to make make a dirt mountain. We've been through a lot, and that facility grows every time we come through, and we have an economic impact on that facility, and they use our money there.
You have an impact in the whole town.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
Hotels are full, restaurants are full. Like, we've tried to go eat afterwards, and you're waiting forever at a restaurant that normally you had a little wait on, but you're waiting an hour now.
Yeah. Last year's event, Springfield's board of events, or whoever the organization is that works to bring events into Springfield, they've estimated our impact at $3.5 million for 3 days in that city. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
It's pretty awesome.
Cool.
Awesome.
I was going to mention the drone thing. It looks like we've got a buddy that's not going to be able to attend, and he's kind of letting us know. Will with Venture to Rome.
No.
Been commenting a few times saying that he wasn't going to be able to go.
He told me he was coming. I've been watching his stuff.
I know. And then on top of that, now he's jealous because all his other buddies are going to be there and he's not.
He's like, oh crap.
I say this is what we do. We'll wrangle up Matt Carafletch, and the other Matt and some of the others, Rob, whoever, and we'll just go live real quick or we'll record a piece and send it to him. Just for him. Yeah.
Grab Mo Leisure and Fry.
Yeah.
And
my God.
Independence Overland's coming. So
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you want to enjoy having a conversation and just be happy, go talk to Mo Leisure.
Yeah,
they're if you feel bad or you're grumpy after talking to them, something's wrong with you.
I cannot wait to look. Is the Xterra coming?
I would imagine.
Well, last year he flew in, so he didn't have.
Did he? Oh, yeah. Well, I can tell you this: it will blow your socks off what he's done to that Xterra. Holy crap!
And then Braxton's ambulance. I saw a video just the other day that and Enoch's helping him with that. So
I've been watching them on. I like watching through their reels, and I mean,
Braxton's
it's
killing
funny. It's so funny. I don't know. That guy is out of his mind. I love it.
I know. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
and and I met him. I believe it was at MOORE EXPO where I met him. So,
Yeah, Braxton has shot videography for me. I think this is gonna be the second year. Yeah, this will be the second year that he's doing videography work for me for this.
yeah,
He did
he's
that
done some other little things for you.
He did the whole entire promo series for the Overland Addict Recovery Room. He
Last
did,
year.
yeah. If you guys,
Speaking of which, how's mom?
Cocktails.
Mom's doing great, man. She's wonderful. She's
Will we get to see her?
yes, 100%.
Oh, sweet.
Oh
Right
yeah,
on.
you bet.
She's not traveling the world right now. She's gonna make it back.
She is in she's somewhere in southern Arizona.
That's awesome.
Like she sent me some pictures of some saguaro cactuses today. Saguaro cactus.
There you go.
Is that the real tall ones?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
the big cool ones.
The ones in all the cartoons.
The one that everybody draws. Yeah, the Roadrunner or
Yeah.
Wile E. Coyote lands on every time. Either that or the prickly pear, right? So she's doing that. But it's a total family affair. So my brother and his fiance are flying in from Massachusetts. You guys,
Right on. Can't wait.
Heck yeah.
My brother and sister-in-law on my wife's side are coming in. I got my wife up at the front gate, and Brooke works the front gate. Brandon is over at the customer service desk. So if anybody needs anything, he's the big, tall, bald guy with the smile on his face and a great attitude. So, man, all of our security is amazing. Our move-in team this year is top notch. We're gonna move 200 vendors in, or 216, I think right now is the count. 216 vendors, all moving into that one facility in one day.
I'm so glad we don't have to bring a vehicle inside.
Yeah,
So glad. Whew.
This is year number 4. Year number 1, we were complimented on how easy it was to move in. The same for year 2. Year number 3 is when vendors started telling us that they prefer coming to our event because it's easy to move in. And year number 4 is where, damn it, we're gonna prove it. So
Right on.
we're gonna move all those guys in. We should have everybody in, wheels up or wheels down, vehicles parked in 7 hours.
All right. So tell us about this year's dates and time that it opens, times it closes. So everybody out there knows.
So we have switched. We have switched from a 3-day event to an extended hour 2-day event. We've got so many travelers that come in from all over the United States that we decided that it's a good time to make the decision now to allow everybody a travel day home, because we know how important family is. We know how important work schedules are, and school as well. So
I think the extended hours is awesome.
I think it's going to make it a lot of fun. So getting to the extended hours, our dates are April 21st, 22nd in Springfield, Missouri at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds. On Friday, April 21st, the show is going to roll from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. On Saturday, the show is going to roll from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. So you will still, even with taking Sunday away, we will still have enough time to see everything in the morning, take a nice long lunch break, enjoy yourself, see the rest of everything in the evening, and then the after party kicks off at the end of the event each night. So on
Well, dude, and that's why I'm so happy that I'm camping. I don't have anywhere to drive. I can be that Michael and just crawl my little ass back to my camp.
Yeah.
Woo!
I got a golf cart. I actually rented a golf cart this time.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
So, the other cool thing is, Quiet Cat they are like full on helping me with everything that I need to do to get around these events. So I've got a bike for me to get around. You guys
Yeah.
all saw me zipping around it.
Oh, yeah. You're always stealing somebody's.
I've got a bike for Rhino.
There you go.
So now Rhino's got a bike and he doesn't have to go steal somebody's. He took one out of he took a brand new one out of the Quiet Cat booth
Oh, last year?
last year and just said, I'm using this. And they said, okay, sir.
Yeah, not many people are going to tell him no.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're just, he's called Rhino for a reason. So not many people are going to be like, no, sir.
So for those of you who don't know Rhino, he is my right-hand man and one of the core structures to this event. But yeah, anyways, Rhino just went and confiscated a brand new bike and rode it.
That's funny.
So they're sending him a bike. Not only are they sending those in to support us, they're sending me a bike to give away. So I have, I think it's a Ranger. I got the tracking number today. It's on its way to me. But I'm going to have it at the welcome desk on display on a stand. And it's just a QR code. The only place that we're letting people register for this bike is MOORE EXPO and then at Big Iron. And I'm giving it away. We're going to announce the winner on Sunday after Big Iron. So
right on.
Your odds are going to be fantastic to win this thing. Like, I don't know, if we have 10,000 people at MOORE EXPO, maybe 1,000 people will register for the bike, hopefully more, but maybe 1,000 people. And then a Big Iron, if everybody registers, we might have 1,000.
Yeah.
1,500 people register. So pretty good odds to win
someone's going to go home with it.
$1,000 e-bike. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Talking about another giveaway. Holy crap, dude. Waypoints thing that they're working on. Like, for a creator to be able to go and use a vehicle, a trailer, and tons of equipment and get a route set up to get them into, they'll be leaving from the MOORE event. So start it off with the best event and then go into all the other events, basically throughout the next 2 months or 2.5, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like 3 months, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember. I know it's at least 2 months. It's more than 2 months. But we're going to announce the winner of that at the MOORE EXPO, and we're going to do it on the All Over Overland show, Overland Radio, right when it starts. First thing at 10 o'clock Friday morning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The winner should know here pretty soon if he or she has won, so that they can kind of get things together and get things ready. But public is going to know at the start of the MOORE EXPO live here on the show.
Cool. That's awesome. I talked to Jason daily.
So he's a nice dude. I can't wait to meet him in person.
Yeah, super nice.
Yeah, I'm absolutely blessed to have him as part of the team. It's incredible. First, to find a person with that kind of marketing mind that understands how to work with me, which is not easy to do. That understands what it takes to make a good show for the attendees and the vendors.
Right.
What it takes to reach everybody, to let them know that, hey, we're doing this and it's fun and you should come.
Yeah.
I mean, it just boom, 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 boom.
Well, and he's also somebody that's sold out and believes in the community.
Yeah.
I
would agree with that.
He's got a special set of skills, but the big thing is that he believes in growing the community more so than anything else. Like, he's like, the focus of everything we're doing is to build a community that is super tight. You can count on everybody and feed off of everybody and grow, which is amazing.
No doubt about that. Yeah. Yeah. We It's funny. So he brought his dad in. He came in, drove all the way out from Arizona for last year's expo, and introduced me to his dad. And I met him, and I was just like, "Yeah, these are my kind of people."
These
like,
are you people.
he
Awesome.
comes rolling in a filthy, dirty Tacoma, pulling a turtleback trailer that you could tell they use, and it was like, "Yep, we're camping. We're here." I don't know, just all around great. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see them back out again. We've got a good viewer crowd out there. How's everybody doing? If anybody has a question about MOORE EXPO,
Yeah, pop it up.
pop
Lee's
it
the
in
one
there.
checking all that stuff out. Let's talk a little bit about your truck. Tell me what's going on. Oh, we have a question right off the bat.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to know if there's going to be a S'more to More with the new schedule, and the answer is yes. It's on the website. So go to the S2M. We call it S2M now, just to shorten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But go to the S2M Overland Rally page, and you should be able to find any information that you need. If there are any questions about it, do send us a message. But it's gonna the Midland team has helped us blow that up, and it's awesome. We've got
it worked. It worked.
Yeah. There we go.
So let's see.
Go back down.
Hang on. All right. So
right there's the rally book.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, which is super cool. This is a rally book computer software that I purchased several years ago that's been used for major, huge events like Dakar used it, Rebel Rally used it when they first got going. But what's cool is I can go run the route, and it takes like 5 weekends of driving around southern Missouri to go actually connect all the roads.
Oh, yeah.
So find it, actually get it connected, and then you upload that route into the Rally Navigator software, and it spits out a pretty good and pretty accurate route. So then I have to go in there and actually move the pins and kind of make it, perfect so nobody gets lost in a field or something. But I think the route that we have this year, we have two. There's A and B. Each are equal difficulty levels, which is not very difficult. It's not an incredibly hard route.
But if you're going to score points, then you need to pay attention.
Yeah, if you want to score
don't just follow the person in front of you.
Exactly. Yeah, because there's going to be questions. You're going to need to record elevations at some places, GPS coordinates. So the route will run Friday and Saturday. But it's really designed to run on your own schedule. So if you pick up the rally book first thing Friday morning and get busy Friday at the expo, try to do it on Saturday, but you're too busy on Saturday, go run it on Sunday. You have the directions.
Mm-hmm.
The signs might be taken down along the route, but that just kind of makes it maybe more fun.
Oh, yeah.
You have the directions, and then in the rally book, you can mail your questionnaire card back to Midland Radio. And about 2 weeks after, we'll have a deadline to get all the scorecards in. Midland Radio's already got $4,000, maybe $5,000 worth of giveaway prizes that we're giving away.
Right on.
And we're gonna give 4 winners we're gonna split it into quarters, so each winner will get a quarter of that big prize bundle. And it's a lot of fun because I stand there in their office. I'm like, that this goes, that goes to this guy, this guy.
Yeah.
And grading the books is fun because people write us like little notes like, hey, the route was a lot of fun this year, we really appreciate it, things like that. So that's cool.
So everybody write notes in the book so that Chris has a lot to read.
I will read them, and the the big cheese over at Midland Radio. So him and I, we read those, and it's a ton of fun.
Very cool.
All right, I got another question here. What if I'm a storyteller but got asked to be in one of the vendor booths too?
Well, then I think you need to make a decision if you want to be a storyteller or if you want to be
Yeah, where are you going to park?
I don't know. Please, Ethan, send me an email. Let me know. Let's get that one figured out. Yep. What else you got? Anybody?
That was it.
Good. That means we're doing a good job.
Make sure your odometer is correct.
Yeah, we grade that pretty loosely.
Yeah.
It's at first I was like, I know I can get a graph that'll figure out tire ratio to gear size and
Yeah.
mileage, and then I was like, you know what? That's
just a reasonable. Hey, you're close.
That's too specific.
Yeah.
Write your miles down. We ask for them. But it also, if you write your miles down, it helps you figure out when turns are coming up and things like that too. Because you don't get a GPS route. Like you get a book that has turn by turn directions. That's it.
All right. See you, Will. Have a good time.
I think we ought to crash Will's podcast. He needs to send us all an invite.
We need to be on there.
Well, no, he needs to send us an invite. We'll just crash his podcast.
Oh,
right now.
yeah. I like how
right now.
He's going to send us an invite so that we can crash it. I don't think the crashing part works that way.
I'm teasing. Have a good night, Will. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, too bad you're not going to be there. We're going to have a good time. We're going to tell you about it. You're going to be able to watch videos about it right here.
So. Yeah. I'm just super excited. We've got an amazing group of people. Tickets are, compared to what they were this time last year, I think it's 311% last time I looked. And it's every month it's about 300% higher than the last month on sales. We've got so one of the things that people asked us to do a little bit better this year was food choices.
Oh, okay.
So if you remember right, the only thing we had for food choices for everybody was the East Hall and West Hall concession stands, and
those lines got long.
The lines got crazy long. The one hall ran out of. Oh, they got the Harker. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Remember that Harker camper that was there? That was rad. So, they ran out of pizza. Anyways, it was a whole thing. People were using Uber to get food, and it was like, it wasn't the end of the world. Everybody got fed. I didn't see anybody laying on the floor starving, but we got the restaurant open on site now. So it's the Fairgrounds Cafe. It seats about, I don't know, 75 or 100 people.
Okay.
And they actually have a full legitimate menu, turkey legs and, steak, or I don't know what the menu is, but it's real food. It's not concession stand food. So, maybe on Friday you grab a cheeseburger, and then on Saturday you go grab whatever they have at the cafe.
Well, and that says a lot about the event itself, because most events that I've gone to, car shows and different things like that, I'm not really there to eat or grab something to eat. I might get a popcorn and a Coke or something like that, but I'm only usually there for like 3 or 4 hours at the most.
Yeah.
But people that come to the MOORE Expo are pretty much there all day long.
Need to be. Come in the morning, because it's just massive now.
Yeah.
So,
and then like you said, you'll probably need 2 days if you're going to go see the majority of the vendors that are there.
Yeah, absolutely. If you plan like, I go to shows, I like to bounce around. I get through pretty quick, and I usually make 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah.
But I'm more of a window shopper when I'm walking through. And then usually on the 3rd lap, I find what I want. But the whole reason for this event is so that way our attendees can go meet with the experts. We have representatives coming in from more than 7 countries this year.
Wow.
We've got teams coming in from Australia, South Africa, New Zealand, Holland. There are 3 companies coming from Canada. I think it's 3 coming in from Canada. There's a company, Lift Foils, is coming in. They're sending their team out of South America. It's amazing how many people are coming in from all over the place. So they are buying plane tickets and spending thousands of dollars. There he is, to come in and see you, so that way they can answer the one question that you may have about why this fridge over anybody else's or anything.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
So pretty incredible. We got a big crowd. I'm seeing some cool names down there in the comments.
I think Chad meant to say Mamba in that instead of Mama.
Mama.
Maybe not, but I thought it was Mamba with a B, not Mama.
Too funny.
I think it's Mama. Big Mama.
It's Big Mama.
Big Mama's the ambulance, isn't it? But I thought they called him Mamba or something. I don't know.
Oh,
whatever.
Goodness, I don't know. I'm not going there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Not touching that. No.
All I know is he's like a gazelle. The guy can run like there ain't nobody's like.
I watched him run up a mountain in Tennessee. It blew my mind. Yeah.
No, we joke about that, but the guy can flat just make some ground.
Yeah, his van is Big Mama.
Yeah, okay, Big Mama. That's okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
The only person that knows the other truth is Jeremiah.
Oh, jeez.
Deep.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Too awesome. Too awesome. Well, hey, guys, that pretty much puts us at an hour now. Chris, we're going to have you hopefully back one more time before the MOORE Expo.
Let's do it.
And I'm excited. We've got more to talk about at that point, but people out there, you need to go check out the website. Chris, tell everybody where they can find you on all the different social medias.
Yeah, so everything is MOORE Expo. MooreExpo.com, Instagram, Facebook, both at MOORE Expo. If anybody has questions, send us your questions through through either of the social channels, or if you want something faster, we have an info@mooreexpo.com email address. Your patience is always appreciated because it's me that answers all of the questions. So every morning when I get to my computer, I've probably got 15 or 20, and some of them take me a little bit of research to get to, but I will personally answer everybody's questions, and that is what makes my day fantastic. I'm very happy to do that. So please.
I admire you.
Well,
yeah,
right on.
It's fun.
Right on. Well, hey, Chris, we love you. Thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for letting us be with you in this journey since day one. It has been a blast, and I can't wait to keep running down that road and turning left, turning right, turning left, turning right, and just see what's around the next corner for us.
Yeah. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Everybody, I'll finish this one, and thank you guys.
Here's to all our sponsors, man. The Overland Attic, Midland, the Overland Essentials, Rugged Bound. Gosh, we appreciate all of y'all too for hanging with us and being part of what we do. And of course, Chris at the MOORE Expo. We couldn't do all this without Chris. So we appreciate you guys.
Right on. Right on.
Hell of a
yeah, he's gonna like what we have for him. I can't wait.
It better be a mobile distillery.
It's gonna be it'll be a little shocking. Let's just put it that way. And it's not electricity. Lee, thanks for pushing all the buttons, dude. I really appreciate you, even though you were a little late today. It gets me in a panic that I got to start this thing all on my own. But thank you for everything that you do. Everybody out there, like Lee said, thank you so much for watching, for listening, for joining in the conversation, for sharing. And we hope to see you guys at the MOORE Expo. I've got this weekend, I've got my second Rigs and Coffee at the UCAN Campers there in Edmond, Oklahoma. So join us. We had 150 rigs for the first event. So we killed it. Probably set records with Rigs and Coffee. I had asked David how many people had shown up to, like for a first event. And he goes, man, you're doing unbelievable if you get 100. And I was like, okay, deal.
I know those Cavalry Overland guys are killing it with their Rigs and Coffee events. They blow it out of the water.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Down in Texas, they're Yeah, just the events they throw are amazing. Which brings up CB Adventure Supply is going to have their launch party for their 4-wheel campers also this weekend. So if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, make sure you go check that out. Calvary Overland's helping them with that event with them. So be a good time. Everybody out there, love you guys. Thank you so much. Whatever you do, make sure that you go all over and go to the MOORE Expo.